We got Farstock Farms in here next, and we got a trio of them, different breeds and
Not litter
and
mates.
not litter mates out here. We got a Duraka Spot and a crossbred. We're gonna start off with the crossbred Barrow. That will be lot 88. He's 2-2. He is a bail money straightforward, and that bail money boar is that $31,000 exchange boar that Far's purchased. And I've seen a lot of those pigs out here, and man, that boar is stamping some stoutness and bone and foot size and just pure muscle and still having the look and the right proportions. And study this type of a barrow. This is a big ring type barrow with a big cage and a stout skull and the right type of muscle pattern and can get out and go. And along with it, he's got a very cool color pattern, just a very neat pig out here for the crossbred.
Yeah, you look at you look at the bail monies that Hoff Schultes have already sold a couple weeks ago. I mean, those things brought crazy money, and I think that's going to prove to be a very, very good investment for Farstock Farms. And good to see Hoff Schultes tie back into him and using him with a lot of success. So I think bail money is going to have a bright future, and that's a neat barra. That's really, really stout, featured everywhere. Big middle kind of hog that really profiles very nicely.
We'll move on to the Duroc Gilt. She's lot 89. She's 8-10. She is Move Over Air Norman. That sow is a Jurassic's or Dunked On sister. So we all know what that Dunked On boar has done and generated on and won lots of shows and to be out of his sister is very special, and that Move Over boar is an incredible one as well. And just to talk about a red gilt that's going to be very, very successful at a state fair level, that thing's hind leg and hip is impeccable. The way that she hits the surface at the ground and her build and flexibility, and then where she's at this stage of the game, she's got all the right pieces and muscle pattern and rib cage that you'd certainly want in one at this size, and just the proportions that she has are very, very good, and she's opened up underneath, and I think that one is a very, very special red gilt.
Yeah, I mean, I know that the red influence at the far side, I mean, comes from Taylor's wife and then the Fordyce family, and just the amount of success that crew has had. I mean, I think that old Marty ought to be pretty okay with a gilt that's built like that. So surprised that the little Fars aren't going to be maybe showing one that looks like that. And I'd say in a couple years they won't be. So this one won't be offered in a couple years.
That's the type that you got to have to win. Last one that Fars brought us is going to be the Spot Barrow. That one is lot number 90. He is a Frosty City Slicker, and that Frosty came from their firm that the Beeman Ranch has, and these baby pigs have looked very, very good. And another one that we've talked previously, maybe a little greener right now with his size, like some of we've seen before. But
That's
for
okay.
a Spot, that's how we need him right now at this stage of the game. And the reason that is because he's got the hind leg and the look and the flexibility, and then when he spouts off there, he's level and good designed, and just everything matches all the way throughout that pig. And I think at this stage of the game, that's where we got to be.
Yeah, I mean that one's long-term plan needs to be for him to show much later in the summer, and they got to be built like that. They don't need to be all jacked up, don't need to have a pile of muscle. They just need to be great skeletally and frame size wise, and that bear is. And I think he's a pretty neat pig. About show broke too.
Yeah, when that thing comes right at you and gets his chest up, you can read him right there in his chest floor and knee and squareness at the ground. You can tell that bear is going to get the muscle and the width and the power.
I can tell Kristen's been working with that one pretty hard.
Absolutely. We sure do appreciate Far for coming out and bringing us a very, very good trio of pigs, so appreciate them.